Bombshell decision today. The Arizona Supreme Court ruling that a 160-year-old abortion ban still on the state's books is enforceable, banning all abortions except to save the life of a mother. Now, the law put on the books in 1864 was upheld by the High Court today. Now abortion will become a felony, punishable by 2 to 5 years in prison for anyone who performs or helps a woman obtain an abortion. A law that dates back to when Abraham Lincoln was president, and even before Arizona became a state, and even before women had the right to vote. The ruling goes into effect in 14 days, but until then, the state's 15-week abortion ban remains legal. Now, this decision, as you can imagine, is generating a lot of reaction. Our News 4 Tucson team is covering all of the angles right now on this ruling. News 4 Tucson's Isabella Fredrickson joining us live with a local reaction, while News 4 Tucson's Gabrielle Parrish joins us with how local officials are responding. But first, our political specialist Eric Fink joining us live from the Capitol in Phoenix, where, Eric, the ruling was made. And Eric, a state lawmaker who just had an abortion, is fuming over today's decision.
She is, Monica. Good afternoon to you. The ruling this morning from the High Court here in this state was 4-2. It will ban nearly all abortions statewide as the state Supreme Court sides with the Pima County trial court and upholds the 1864 abortion ban. Governor Katie Hobbs joined by state lawmakers this morning. They were very emotional, fighting back tears as they digest this news. They tell me they really believed the Supreme Court would go the other way on this. Governor Hobbs joined by several different state lawmakers, including Eva Birch. She is a nurse and a state senator who represents part of the Valley. Birch says a couple weeks ago she had an abortion to terminate a pregnancy that wasn't viable. She's furious at the state Supreme Court's decision.
Republicans don't want this. Independents don't want this. Democrats don't want this. We have to look at who our elected leaders are. The time is now. It's done. I've had enough. The people of Arizona have had enough. We are electing pro-choice candidates in November. Watch it happen.
The near total Civil War era ban that continues to hang over our heads only serves to create more chaos for women and doctors in our state. I certainly think that this will motivate voters in November.
And about an hour after that news conference with the governor, Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays holding a news conference with some other lawmakers, calling this decision perhaps the worst in the history of the state Supreme Court. Coming up at 5 o'clock, you'll hear from a state lawmaker who represents Tucson. She tells me before about 6 hours ago, she could never have fathomed the state Supreme Court making the decision it did. We're live in Phoenix this afternoon. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.
All right, Eric, thank you for that. Up in Phoenix.